I finally decided to build an enclosure for the new printer. Well, I'm tired of print releasing from the bed, and I also want to try printing ABS because, car stuff. So, I've been thinking back and forth on how I'm gonna do this, and basically I decided I'm just gonna build a shelf with these profiles. I have a lot of those, and basically make it the same style as the rest of the bench. So it's gonna be quite large, and we're gonna cover it with clear plastic. Do some sort of a ventilation case. But anyway, I'm gonna try to go cut some materials, because I don't have a way to cut it straight at home. So, well, this thing just loves the cold starts. Or something. So, well, we have all the materials cut up, and even though I didn't think about it, I actually have quite a decent welding table. So we're gonna try to make this as good as humanly possible. I even was as serious to grind off the zinc from where I'm gonna weld. So I'll be back once it's all put together, and we'll see how it turned out. So, well, we got the bottom end done. Those magnets are just straight. Yeah, you get the point. Almost perfect. If I just hadn't forgotten to clamp it down, so it's a bit crooked that way, but we'll figure something out. Well, what can I say? I realized it's not gonna fit through the door, so I solved that with cutting it in half and, making it splittable. And then I realized that won't really make it a good thing at all. So, yeah, I'm at the measure once and cut twice stadium, so we're gonna take it all out again, delete about 20 centimeters from it, and we're gonna have to move the display simply. And I realized that the plastic I wanted to cover this thing in is really expensive, so that's also why we're gonna shorten it down a bit. So, yeah, that's where we're at now. So, well, third time's the charm. So, just get the rivet together, and I'm gonna sleep on a good way to find the door, to build the door, I mean. And then we just need to find something to cover it with. As I probably said, that sheet plastic was way too expensive. Like, I haven't done this nice enough to put that kind of money into it, so yeah, printer seems to like it. I had to modify it a bit with the screen since I cut off the 20 centimeters needed for that, but that turned out alright. So, soon we're gonna be experimenting with ABS prints. That's basically what I wonder with this, so we'll see how it turns out. So, well, while the plexi was just too expensive for more than the front side, I did find some 1mm stainless. Yeah, waste of material, so on. It was free, so that's fine. So I had two. I'm gonna need two more, and I know I have those somewhere, so let's go find those. Out in the cold, snowy Swedish weather. Anyway, let's do that. I welded up the door frame. We're gonna cover it with that. Think about doing some hinges. See how I want to do that. And if I can't print anything decent, we're gonna just have to see what we can do with the welder. Other than that, I think it's starting to look done. We're gonna seal all of it, everything with silicone, and hopefully that's gonna be good enough. It'll look something like that once it's done. And well, that's something else. It works somewhat decent. Just a little bit of tuning left to do, but that's just good for holding it in place right now. So next time is gonna be that thing. Next thing's gonna be the acrylic, and now sealing all this thing up with silicone. And we're gonna put it into its place because I don't really have a choice because it won't fit out through the door anymore. Anyway, let's do that and we'll be back. We have the enclosure up where it's supposed to be, and mostly done. We still have a few more things to do, like the control systems and ventilation and all that, but I needed to print some parts for that, and obviously that didn't work out. I'm really regretting putting this thing so high up as well, but oh well, that is what it is. So anyway, I thought I had some heat creep going on, and well, it turns out it was just a clog. But that didn't turn out too well. So ideally, these two things are supposed to be connected. Right, so those two pieces are supposed to be connected, and the reason why they are not is because I felt the need to remove this small PTFE tube. And once that was ruined, I didn't have a replacement, so I thought the normal size, which I do have, should work just fine. And just have to drill it up a bit, and we'll also reduce the heat transferring through that thing, and that will work out great. But what I've realized once it was too late is that there was a detent between the threads that the drill did not clear. So, well, this broke off. So I'm kinda screwed with that now. Didn't that thing contain a drill? Ah, man, hope that didn't fall on the floor. So anyway, I am thinking of trying to make a press fit adapter, effectively turning this to an all-metal hotend. So that we also delete the PTFE that is in contact with the nozzle. So to do that, I only need a M6 thread die, and I do have that, I hope. Well, I'm pretty sure I have that. And I also would need a 1.75mm drill bit, which I don't have, but I do have a 2mm drill bit. And if this fails, I'm just gonna have to go buy some more tooling and try again. And if this fails on the home lathe, we can go to the... I can go borrow it somewhere else to make this work. It's gonna require a bit of thinking, and I'm gonna try to make a press fit into this thing, which theoretically would require an ID micrometer, inner diameter micrometer, which I don't have, so I'm just gonna have to take my carefulest measurement with a pair of those, and over dimension it a bit, and then sand it down until it feels like a good fit. Also, these things are gonna get hot, so we don't want the press fit to be too bad. I'm most likely gonna heat this thing up when we press them together. And I'm gonna try to make it out of stainless, because I don't know, is stainless a good heat transferring material? Well, anyway, it won't rust in this high heat conditions. So that's what we're gonna try to do, and I'll bring you along to the lathe, which I need to do some things to as well. So, well, we have our drawing ready. We have, I just realized, why don't I just make it out of a stainless bolt? Then I won't have to thread it. So, that's gonna be an important dimension for 2.5. And my lathe is garbage, literally. So we're probably gonna have to file that down or something. So, well, here we have the part. That was really nerve-wracking having to drill that 2mm hole through it. But it worked out. It didn't even use up one drill. That's a new record. So anyway, that's supposed to be press fit into here, and I can tell already that the press fit didn't turn out as well as I wanted. But I think we're gonna be fine anyway. So let's get that pressed together and assemble this thing again. That press fit's gonna be good enough. Did I make it long enough? That's bloody perfect. Still see through it? Awesome. Well done. On to assembling this garbage again and leave it to test. Hopefully it'll work. Please work. Well, so far so good. We seem to be back in business. So we failed once more. We still got a heat creep. So next we're gonna try to make it as thin as possible with a bit of a detent here. The same as the other one, which made me screw that one up. So well done, time for another test. Hopefully this will work. That should have reduced the thermal capability quite a bit. So let's find all the pieces that went spraying all over the room and assemble it again. So that might actually not have been an issue at all. That just was me putting the retraction to 30 millimeters. So that's quite obvious that's gonna pull molten metal up into the heat break. Let's set that back to 2, as it should be. And let's do a reslice and try again. If that was the issue, I'm never gonna have any issues with heat creep again though.